Shalom, this is Ashar Bancharalan out of Last Name Camp, located in Jezreel, Florida. First and foremost, I would like to give our praises, honor, and glory to the Father and the Son, and the proper true tongue. Call Lam La, Yahweh Bashmal Shai, Bashim, Harakak, that's my mouth. Also, double honors to the elders of Apostle GMS, a double honors to my as well. Ahar one Basharala, peace and blessing 1/3, and salutations for elect. It's gonna be a quick little lesson going on what a true friend is. I was recently talking to somebody about it. Shoot, I mean, honestly, brothers understand, sisters understand. Um, the young lady I was talking to earlier, that out and about, she had to understand that about that, and ultimately that's a zeal to the Lord, because a lot of people do call anyone their family, they call anyone their brother, or their sister or their friend, but I don't use that word so loosely, because even my own family, they are my family by blood and everything, but like that. But I love them, but I love them because my family, my mother, my father, stuff like that. But we have a totally different purpose. We have a totally different purpose on this earth. You know, if I already told them about the truth, you tell us some more. You want to cast a pearl on the swine. Ultimately, I want this place, America. You know, so does the Lord wanted to be done with, destroyed. That's what this place is. That's what's going to happen to this place. That's what the Lord wants. Knowing that, have knowledge of that, and have knowledge of how it's going to be destroyed through thermonuclear destruction. Of course, even before that, through purely economics, through the dollar that we use, the American dollar being depreciated, and then of course being not valued and being done away with, causing inflation. But with a new form of currency being ultimately a digital currency, and implementing the MOTB, that's gonna bring judgment to this place. This place is spiritually Babylon, spiritually Sodom and Egypt. So it's set to be known. And in these times, you need someone that is truly with you, not just your your worldly family or your quote unquote your worldly friends, but your actual friends. That's why I say I don't really have no friends. I have no homeboys or partners, stuff like that. But my friends or brothers and sisters, the people that believe in Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, and that want this place to be destroyed, spiritually Babylon, who know who they are, who call them the same people I call them, and we all want the same thing. We all trying to grow and elevate and get edified. We trying to eat the spiritual manna. We're not trying to eat what this world has to offer. Just like we trying to eat this post. We don't want to eat the king's meat. So this is what a friend is. Now this is Ecclesiastes chapter 6. Sorry. I think this is So this is Ecclesiastes chapter 26. I'm starting verse 14. Verse 15 says, "Forget not the friendship of thy surety." Someone that's gonna do anything. Being sure. It says, "For he have given his life for thee. A sinner will overthrow the good estate of his surety." A true friend, will give his life for him, and that's what we ultimately will do for Yahweh Shema Shah. I ain't gonna totally expect lay down your life, but the thing is, we're not laying down our life like by actually going to war, physically going to war together. We're going to war spiritually, So if you're a unit, if you're a camp, not a eunuch, but a unit, But if you're in a church or a camp, you're gonna be standing with your brothers, your friends, your brothers, through Yahweh Shah Mashiach, and you're gonna do anything to protect one another, Of course, if it comes to that, the responsible thing would be call the police. You don't want to. The first thing you do is not throw your hands on nothing. We're not GOCC or SACAR or nothing like that. We do the right thing, call police, but so some things happen faster than others. So but that's a spiritual sacrifice that every man that comes to the truth and that comes on the front lines understands that you can actually perish behind this. But the thing is that another promise is that hey, you already know that you're gonna be at rest. Well, your body going back to the dust, and your spirit gonna be with the Father, and you're gonna be at rest. Not, of course, knowing that we don't. None of us want that. We want to be Revelation 7. We want to be part of the elect, the hopeful elect. And that's why it's important to know that this is our duty, and this is what we are to one another, friends and brothers, and sisters. For the ones at home, any brother, any sisters out there, children. All right, this is Ecclesiasticus, also known as the Book of Sirach, chapter 6, verse 16. It says, "A faithful friend is a medicine of life, and they that fear the Lord shall find him." So, man, someone that is with you forever, and ultimately, I can't, that's our brothers, friends, not just associates. So associates would be someone in the world that from time to time talk to, homie, that's what I call it, man, homie, friend from the world. You can't truly call him your friend, because we know anyone that believes in Yahweh Shai know what truly a friend is. This is what a friend is. Verses I'm gonna read 17 says, "Whoso feareth the Lord shall direct his friendship aright, for as he is, so shall his neighbor be also." So in a brotherhood, in the camp, you doing that, you're edifying one another. You're edifying one another in history, geography, economics, going to studying the dollar, stocks, anything like that, because stuff be going down. I remember like one time Nike was like plummeting, so the main consumer places, fall, due to lack of consumerism and stuff, and that's how those places ran, America. So, nonetheless, these things, the affairs of the world, the affairs of the scriptures, spiritual, mental, physical, you will help one another, help your brother, help your friend, help your sister, whatever. So, that's what you do for one another, because you feel the Lord, Yahweh Shai, know what's going to happen to this place. You're going to want to sharpen anyone you can. Each one, reach one, teach one. And especially your brother, your sister, especially your friend, because that's who you know is in here, is in the fight with you. So you're going to do whatever you need to do to make sure they stay strong with you. And this is Proverbs chapter 27, verse 17. It says, "Iron sharpeth iron, so a man sharpeth the countenance of his friend." So man. So you constantly giving, want to be on your friend. Just everyone. You might be down on you might be blue one day. It ain't no reason to be blue. You should always be hot and ready. Be like King David. Be young, be youthful, and be ready at any moment, man. Because the Lord is gonna call you. So iron sharpen iron. You constantly want to sharpen your brother. You can't. Make sure they fruits right. Make sure they stay on point. I would love any brother do it to me, and I'll do that to any brother that if something happens, or but it's a good thing, because you're not gonna let your brother fall. You want to make sure you can trust one another. Same with your sister. Anyone. I say anyone I talk to that actually knows Yahweh Shai. Could be certain predicaments. One of my friend might be 130 because he in the predicament, but he totally, I say friend, but associate, totally out there, but he might just call on Yahweh Shai one day, basically, truly, with sincerity, cause I don't want to call on him right now if he ain't in the right place, I don't want no one to call on the true power of the heavens and earth if they're not in the right place, because the Lord is going to call you when he needs you, And so, but right now, the iron going to sharpen the iron, get stronger and more edified, so you get there when you get there. So does your brothers, your sisters, your friends, and and y'all gonna each increase the countenance, and it don't even have to be right here. It be across the whole earth. That's why the unicorn is here because I definitely be seeing people on YouTube, very great edifying brothers, and it makes brighten my countenance. I'm like, this is a good lesson. Bada bing, bada boom. There you go. It make your candle keep flickering, make you make you more joyful. Make you enjoy this walk and truth. This is Proverbs chapter 17, verse 17. It says, a friend loveth at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. So, nonetheless, man, a friend loveth at all times, man. Good or bad, it happens. So that's what friends are made for. That's what the Lord made anyone that loves Him truly. That loves the name Yahweh by some Mashah. He made them to be friends for us, brothers, sisters, friends ultimately. But to go along with His walk. If not someone with you, you want the Lord, the best in the world, the best in the universe, the Most High. But and this is temporary right now because hey, it's not gonna be like this way forever. We're here to wake up the so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, local birds. Before the real curses, before the big curses come, man. It will hit this place economically, physically, to where people gonna see it, and that's something you gotta actually get prepared for, and that's the only way you get prepared for is spiritually. Increasing yourself spiritually. Praying without ceasing, studying so you approve. You should have a friend to do this for. Maybe a wife to keep you peaceful, a husband to keep you on point, a brother to keep you on point, and of course the father always to pray and call on. This is Proverbs chapter 27, verse 9. It says, ointment and perfume rejoice the heart. So doth the sweetness of a man's friends, but hearty counsel. So a hearty counsel, a true and sincere and a wholesome a friend. Their counsel. Oh wait, yeah. It's like it. So that it says ointment and perfume rejoice the heart. So that the sweetness of a man's friend. So come on, man. That's what it does to our heart, man. It's an ointment. It heals us. Seeing a brother enduring just like you are, seeing anyone, sisters, children, anyone across the whole earth, on a unicorn or right in front of your face. It's wonderful to see them walk this walk and having wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Bashar Shai, and being having sincerity in it. Being honest about it. That's one of the best things. Like them enjoying this and learning from it. Not just being here, not just being like a lightly flickering candle. You want to be a steady candle that is lit for as long as it need to be lit. Strong wax, strong fire. If you got the fire of the Lord, it's gonna keep going. It's gonna keep like the wise like the virgins, man. Some were wise and some were unwise. You want to be like the wise virgins, all right? And that's what your friends should be. You're gonna be you should be with the wise virgin, not the unwise virgin. But these type of friends you should have though. Not the friends that lead you astray and that want you to do whatever. But a true friend is gonna be your brother, your sister that wants the betterment of your soul, your spirit, and that will basically die for you. Just being on the lines with you, basically. Not actually physically, because you gonna want to say that for the Lord, Yahweh Bashar Shai. That's even the best sacrifice. But that Yahweh Thazah, that was edifying little lessons going on, friends. And with that, I say Shalom.